De Gea could be called upon for the first time this evening here. It's Lucas who strikes, and De Gea just punches away straight down the middle. And 25 minutes on the clock. Niasse, ball will drop into the path of Bowen. He's stepped away from one man. It'll be a corner for Hull. And while there's the corner, the Tigers fans will rise to their feet for Ryan Mason, of course, after suffering a severe fractured skull injury against Chelsea, going up for a challenge with Gary Cahill. We wish him a full and speedy recovery. Tigers fans showing their utmost respect for him as he recovers at St Mary's Hospital in London. Cross to come in. Lucas will swing it in. It'll be headed away by Manchester United. Huddleston will hook the ball back in. This could drop for Dawson. And then Niasse with the strong shot as well. Still danger for Manchester United. Maloney can head the ball down to Niasse. One step, then a step back. Goes looking for a free kick, and John Moss decides it will be one. The Tigers showing that they are still very much in this cup tie. The cross came in. It was a free header in the first place for Phil Jones. Dawson well and truly onside. Manchester United players stopped. Their arms were wide apart on many of the defenders. In comes the cross. Let's do a little push there. There is! It's a penalty for Hull. John Moss in absolutely no hesitation whatsoever. And is this the ticket that gives Hull a real chance of getting back in this League Cup tie? Well, the Manchester United players look totally unconvinced. They surround John Moss, and this is what he saw, a push. Harry Maguire going to ground, so too was Adama Diomande. On evidence of that, I think Marcus Rojo is the culprit there of giving away a penalty. Phil Jones looked as though he hadn't done enough really to take down Adama Diomande, and Tom Huddleston has the responsibility here of giving the Tigers a 1-0 lead. Can he do it against David De Gea? Huddleston, 1-0 Hull, and this League Cup tie is certainly not done with yet. Very little in celebration from Marco Silva, but the fans are going wild, and why shouldn't they be? The Tigers are back in this League Cup tie. It's Tom Huddleston who slots the ball into the back of the net. He scored, of course, against Newcastle in the shootout. But Manchester United may complain that there shouldn't have been a penalty in the first place. There's a shirt pull there on Maguire, and that, for me, is conclusive evidence. Huddleston to try and pick out Bowen. Can he skip away from Rojo into the penalty area? He just loses his footing. But here come Hull again with Myler into the penalty area. It's Smalling heading clear. Manchester United with a touch of panic about them at the moment. They look a little bit shell-shocked. Huddleston. That's unfortunate because now Ibrahimovic can stride forward up the other end. And Marshall does his job with the save. First time he's been called upon. Ibrahimovic toying with Dawson, waiting to hit the trigger button to have a go at goal. The little ball roll, he was just waiting, just teasing Dawson. But Marshall kept his concentration, and he stuck that left hand out to turn it round the post. In comes the cross again, looking for Smalling, but it's headed away by Hull this time. Ball's going to drop though into the path of Smalling. Is that a push? It's going to be a corner. Manchester United fans behind the goal are certainly convinced. The chest control from Smalling. Well, you've certainly seen those given. Ball forward again towards Myler. It's a bit unfortunate, it would appear, from Myler. Did that come off his leg? Marcus Rashford came back to defend. Here comes the change then. Jarrod Bowen coming off. And he's certainly put himself about, hasn't he, Jarrod Bowen? He may not have had the biggest impact on the game, in terms of having shots and presence, but he's certainly played his part. And Lazar Markovic, on he comes. The debut in a black and amber shirt, 34 appearances, of course, for Liverpool. Here's Rashford. He stood almost a standstill there for Manchester United. Zlatan Ibrahimovic again. Rashford, Huddleston trying to contain. Slide tackle comes in, and Manchester United equalise and regain their 2-goal cushion. Paul Pogba. That could be the moment where Manchester United book their place at Wembley. And I think the expressions on Marco Silva's face and Tom Huddleston's say it all. Real shock that Manchester United have found an equaliser when they haven't really got through the attacking gears. Rashford able to just scamper away from Huddleston. The slide tackle came in. Huddleston did what he had to do. He took the ball away from Rashford. But then it's just a very nonchalant finish. Calm as you like from Paul Pogba, literally tapping it with the toe. And that ball trickles in, and you can see from Marshall he knew. He knew before the ball even hit the net that Manchester United are back level on the night. Hull City 1, Manchester United 1 on aggregate. Hull City 1, Manchester United 3. And Jesse Lingard to swing this corner in. And it comes, headers in, off the bar. And that would certainly have put the seal of approval on Manchester United being in the final of the EFL Cup. Strong header, but the crossbar was what denied Marcus Rojo that time. Tigers still trying to find ways through to Manchester United, who really have now defensively shut the door on Hull. But are they going to find a little crack in the opening here, Hull? Because it's Hernandez, that's a deflection. And that's going to be a corner ball. So maybe, just maybe, the Tigers have a glimmer of hope here. Liking the ball from the wide area once again, Hull. A little deflection in the first place. Ivandro did very well to just get the ball into the path of Abel Hernandez. Wayne Rooney getting ready to come on the touchline, but he's not going to have any part in this set play. And there's the header, and it's the bar this time that denies Hull, and it will drop agonisingly wide. Wayne Rooney will be introduced now, but how close was that for Hull? Niasse hitting the bar, and then Hernandez going close as well. Marcus Rojo hits the bar at one end, and the Tigers go close at the other. Niasse trying to step away from the presence of two Manchester United men. Markovic fizzing it out to Myler across the 6-yard box, and we've got a grandstand finish because Niasse has tucked it home. 2-1 Hull. There is still life in this game. Again, zero emotion from Marco Silva, and Jose Mourinho maybe trembling ever so slightly now. The ball broke kindly to Markovic, and Myler from that angle looks to be bang in line. What a cross it was first time. And De Gea stood still like a statue as that ball went past him into the back of the net. Oumar Niasse, his first goal in a black and amber shirt. That's the emotion. And are the Tigers fans going to get the chance to be on their feet again? 5 minutes left. Hull City 2, Manchester United 1. Marshall needs to put a good boot in here to clear this ball upfield. John Moss has not looked at his watch. Header forward, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, but Rooney now licensed to run. Can he maybe hit the ball into the back of the net? It's a big block, and it's going to be out of play. And Manchester United are on their way to Wembley. They complete the final. They will have a reenactment of 1976 against Southampton in the FA Cup, only this time in the other domestic competition. Paul Pogba's goal so significant this evening. He levelled the scores at 1-1 after some more pressing from the Tigers. Tom Huddleston, his goal in the first half gave Hull real belief that they could actually get the job done. They got a late goal as well, thanks to Oumar Niasse. But unfortunately for the Tigers, despite such hard work, they have fallen short. It's a great win against the side, one of the great titans of world football, but unfortunately it comes to nothing. But it's going to certainly give the fans confidence going into the league that Hull can take down one of football's greatest teams. Final score here at the KCOM Stadium on the night: Hull City 2, Manchester United 1. That's the good part. The bad part is on Aggregate. It's finished Hull City 2, Manchester United 3.